What's up, guys? It's Levi from Rack Factor Outdoors, and today I decided to make a video comparing the TACTACAM Solo to the TACTACAM 5.0. And as you can see, I mean, they're the exact same size. They look almost identical, except for that little button right there. And we'll go over that some more in a little bit. But I've seen a lot of discussion online about, you know, what's better, the Solo, the 5.0, because they come at pretty significantly different price points. And really they both have their applications. I'm not saying one's better than the other. It really just depends on what you plan to use it for. But I'm gonna go over, you know, some of the differences, some of the similarities. We're gonna shoot both of them and see what the footage looks like, compare the two, and then you guys can make your own decision. Hey, real quick before we start shooting, I should have mentioned this earlier, but this is something I really need to talk about. This attachment here, you buy from TACTACAM, and it's called the bow mount stabilizer. Bow stabilizer. The bow stabilizer mount. Yes. Okay. The bow stabilizer mount. It's really a must-have if you're planning on filming your own hunts and if you really want to get that kill shot on film. And all it does is screw in to your bow right where your stabilizer goes, and then the TACTACAM goes right inside here. And there's a little lock nut right there that holds it in place. So it's really pretty slick. I'm gonna show you how to put it on real quick. All right, the only thing you really gotta make sure of is if you use a wrist sling like I do, I'm gonna make sure that it's underneath when you put it in here. And like I said, it just screws right into your riser. And basically what it does is it just takes the place of your stabilizer. So once you got it started, you're gonna need an Allen wrench. There's a screw, and you just screw that Allen screw all the way in here. And you want There we go. All right, once you have that in, take your TACTACAM, slide it in, button on top, and you just lightly tighten that screw down, which will hold it in place just like that. All right guys, so what'd you think? You got to see both cameras shoot 20, 30, 40 yards. Obviously the solo, there's only one setting, which is automatic 3x zoom, which the way I understand that is actually what your naked eye sees. So however far something looks to you, if it looks 20 yards to you, it's going to look 20 yards in the solo. Now, it's not a bad camera. It's 1080p resolution, so it's not quite as good as the 5.0. The 5.0 is 4K, and you can notice a little bit of a difference in the picture quality. But the solo is basically a point and shoot camera. It's great for beginners. It's great for people who are not necessarily serious about filming, but want to capture their hunt on camera to share with their family, friends. So, like I said, it's not a bad option. The price point on the solo is anywhere from 150 to 200. I think I've seen them online. Okay, now that brings us to the 5.0. The 5.0 has a lot more settings. You have your standard, which is basically your 3x zoom, the same as a solo. I wish this bird would shut up. Then you have your 8x zoom, which I showed you each distance with the 8x zoom, and it's incredible. I mean, that makes all the difference in the world. And then you have your slow-mo mode, and I don't really know what you'd use that for. Something fun to play around with, I guess. You could use it for a kill shot, I don't know. But it is an option. Now, the zoom is huge. The picture quality is a noticeable difference. Your price point on the 5.0 is right around $300. So it's a little bit more expensive, but one thing I didn't mention, and this is one of the biggest differences between the two, and one of the most important differences in my mind. The 5.0 has remote connectivity. The solo does not. So what that means is you can buy a remote from TACTACAM. With that remote, you can turn it on, turn it off, pause it, change. I think you can change modes from the remote. But the key to that is a lot of people get these cameras for second angle cameras. They like the on the ground, pointing at them in the tree stand. There's a lot of different things you can do with them. With the remote, that works perfect. You can just hit the remote and start recording. The solo, you cannot. So the solo does not have as many applications as far as filming. You have to have it within reach to where you can actually hit the button on the camera to start it and stop it, which is not a big deal if that's all you want to do with it, is put it on your bow and shoot. So that's a big difference. The other thing with the remote and with the 5.0, you can connect or actually sync up to 5 TACTACAMs together. So one push of the button and all your TACTACAMs turn on at the same time. And you can preset which mode that each TACTACAM is in. So when you hit the button, they're ready to roll. So that's huge. So like I said, the 5.0 is a little bit more expensive than the solo. Comes with a few more bells and whistles. So basically you decide which camera's for you. They're both great cameras. I love them. There's a million different things that you can do with these cameras. So pick one out, get one, and film your hunt and share your memories with your friends and family. All right guys, last but not least, if you like this video, if it helped you out, please hit the like button. And if you could do us a huge favor, subscribe to our channel on YouTube. That'll help us out tremendously. We got a lot of cool stuff coming this fall, and we want to share it with you. A lot of hunts. We're after a lot of good deer, and our team's ready to put something down this year. So follow along with us this season. Subscribe to our channel. Also follow us on Instagram at Rack Factor Outdoors and Facebook at Rack Factor Outdoors. Thank you guys very much, and I hope this video helps you and helps you make a decision which TACTACAM's for you.